Someone's just asked me to do a Loz lesson about unforgivable circumstances. And it's really fucking annoyed me. And you know why? Because you created the circumstances. God damn it, I'm going to do a video about it. So guys, if you get this course called Back and Begging, you know what the second part's all about, and the third part, and the fourth part? It's about forgiveness. Forgive them, Lord. They know not what they do. Do you guys understand what the fuck that means? It means that you make manifest from your mind what's happening out here. Jesus made manifest from his mind the fact that someone will forsake him. He even fucking said it. One of you will forsake me. And then Judas was like, I might forsake him. And then he was like, someone forsook me. Guys, you're doing it all fucking day and you don't realise it. And then you're not forgiving them for the circumstances that got created in your relationship. This person who asked the question, you've been here for a while. Have you not done Back and Begging in the squad and realised that you've got to forgive them? You better go and get the course now. It's on my website. Because I tell you what, guys, if you haven't forgiven the circumstances, you won't be getting them back. Or if you do, you'll get them back and you'll lose them again. Or you'll get them back and get triggered like a bitch and get in a huge conflict and then lose them. Or get them back and then have them cheating again. Or get them back and then they'll think you're a psycho because you blew up about some fucking thing and then they'll leave. Or you'll get them back and then they'll slowly distance. Or you'll get them back and then they'll act like a dick. Either way, if you haven't forgiven the past will still perpetuate because you manifest from your awareness. And if you haven't got rid of the thing you're aware of, the hurt, the pain, the thing you haven't forgiven, it will stay in your reality. Like, honestly, guys, do people not go on about this enough in other coaching videos? I don't know. Are people thick? Who are you watching that you haven't understood that whatever you're aware of will manifest? So if you're still hurt by a specific person, you're going to manifest more hurt by them. If you haven't forgiven the circumstances that occurred, how do you think that's going to be? What would a marriage be like when you're resenting the person about an affair and then years later you bring it up again? That's why people go to counselling. I mentioned this in my video yesterday. Guys, you've got to let go of the past if you don't want it to perpetuate into your fucking hopeful future. So many of you are in here wanting beautiful, loving relationships with your SPs and you're holding on to resentment about them or resentment about your past relationships or stories about men being assholes or players or cheaters or narcissists or stories about I always attract narcissists or stories about I always get hurt or stories about I always get abused or some fucking story. And I tell you what, guys, everyone else is going to turn up the same in your reality from then on if you don't change that fucking record. It's like you're playing a record and it's the record of I get hurt, I get hurt, I get hurt, I get hurt, men are players, men are players, men are players, men are players, right? What do you think's going to happen? It's going to keep playing that song. And then if you've done that about a person, you hurt me, I can't forgive you. You kissed that girl at that party and then you cheated on me and you're going to do it again and I'm scared of you. I'm scared of you hurting me and I can't trust you and I'm going to search through your phone. I'm going to search to see if I can trust you. Cheating. This whole course is about that, guys, because so many of you are holding on to fucking old stories because you desperately want to be right or you want to play the victim or you don't know how to get rid of the hurt or you think it's them that caused it. That's the worst thing. The worst thing about you guys not being taught this properly is when you don't understand that you're the only cause. And that's why I started my entire TikTok. I watched every single solitary, probably, law of attraction channel on YouTube back in the day. And not one person that I watched really made it clear that you manifest the bad circumstances as well as the good ones. They were all focusing on manifesting a specific person, manifesting away as a third party, manifesting, but no one was going, do you realize you caused the breakup? Do you realize it was all you? Do you realize you caused what happens now in your relationship? Do you realize that everything is caused by you? Even the shitty stuff. So, darling, if you've got unforgivable circumstances, at some point the penny's going to have to fucking drop with you. Hopefully you've stopped watching fuckwits who don't teach this properly. That it was all you that caused the thing you're hurt by, caused the thing you can't forgive, caused the circumstance you're so upset by. You're still holding on to. You're still upset with the person about. Guys, they're your reflection. If you don't get that, well, you get this fucking course because I tell you what, some of you are literally thinking that manifesting back a specific person is doing this. I'm changing you into the man I want you to be. That's not what you're doing. And if any of you are still so fucking clueless that you're trying to get him to do something, get him to say something, get him to be a certain way, get him to turn up here so I can bump into him, get him to lead the third party, get him to, get her to, get them to. If you're trying to do that still, if the penny has not fucking dropped for you and you don't realize that's not how this works, please get this course, because the first video will blow your mind and you'll probably start crying. You'll probably sit there going, I actually have been doing this wrong the whole time. No wonder they're not here. That's the realization people had in the squad. You've got to understand about my courses, guys. I put them in my squad first to see how they go, to get success stories from them, to have reviews. People's minds were blown in the first video. Some people watched it over and fucking over because they were like, okay, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. What the fuck am I doing then? Oh, fuck, I've been doing it all wrong. And that's why you haven't forgiven them. And that's why you're holding on to resentment. And that's why you think the circumstances are unforgivable and matter. You created the fucking circumstances. You've got to let go of the past, guys. You've got to let go of the hurt. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you about how your future is going to look at that person. It ain't going to be pretty. And that's what this whole fucking course is about. And I focus very much on forgiving them. Because you've got to understand, you caused it. And if you don't get that, you need the fucking course. Because I tell you, there's only so much I can explain in a YouTube video. And when you actually do the tasks in the course and you do the meditations, it'll actually fucking finally sink into your thick skull that this is nothing to do with your SP. I just don't know how many ways and how many different times I can say, you are the only cause of your reality. What the fuck are you blaming them for? Why the fuck are you still angry at them? Why are you holding on to hurt? Why haven't you forgiven them? Why are you doing any of the things you're doing still? Oh, I know why. Because the penny hasn't dropped with you yet, like it dropped with me when I started the TikTok. The penny hadn't quite dropped with me yet that I am the only cause. There is no other cause. Not his narcissism, not his attachment to his last relationship, not his ex-wife, not his drinking problem, not his cheating, not his or hers problem, not his or hers decisions. Everything is made manifest from you, by you, and it's nothing to do with them. And if you don't get that, you will have a fucking hard time getting them back, and you'll have a terrible time forgiving the past. When they've come back, it'll still happen. It'll perpetuate. And that's how you split up again. And if you don't understand that, watch your fucking house burn down. And by your house, I mean your relationship when they come back. Because trust me, I've done that. I've manifested them back. I scratched myself. Manifested them back and been a triggered bitch and lost them again. So many fucking times. Or manifested a person and then lost them because my old self-concept triggers triggered me. I don't know, guys, when are you going to get this? That it's nothing to do with the other person. If you don't get it, it blows my fucking mind. I don't know what you're watching. I don't know what people are teaching you. Like, sometimes people wonder why I get so annoyed. It's because I've watched you guys come in here so fucking confused. And I'm thinking to myself, surely they're watching other coaches who teach this. And then I think, other coaches not teaching this or something. I don't know. I don't watch other coaches. I don't spend my fucking time watching other people. All I know is you guys come in here all kinds of fucking confused about robotic affirming and emotional regulation and a whole lot of fucking bullshit that won't do anything to manifest back your person. I'm really fucking sorry. Like, go and do those techniques if you really want. I'm telling you right now, I just laugh at that shit. It's laughable. It's laughable that people are teaching this crap. And you guys are falling for it like you're falling for some crypto scam on the internet. I'm going to make lots of money quick and fast. And the person's laughing. Are you trying to do it quick and fast because someone's taught you some new technique? Guys, all this is changing your thinking about the situation. All this is changing your thinking about yourself and them. How you do that, I don't really fucking care. But all of those bullshit techniques won't really get you there if you haven't forgiven the person. Trust me. If you haven't understood you're the only cause, trust me, you can robotic affirm till the cows come home. But if you're still holding on to resentment about your SP, well, good luck. You can emotionally regulate oh, I'm doing breath work and I'm doing the Wim Hof and I'm fucking doing a meditation about whatever. And then still be a triggered bitch when they come back. I'm sorry, guys, if you haven't got rid of the resentment and the hurt and you haven't got rid of the past and you haven't understood that you're the only cause, do every technique under the sun. Watch it blow up in your face later. Like, I've been there. I've done it. I've seen it a million fucking times in my group. I've seen people lose their fiancés in my fucking group after they got them listening to me, but then forgot what the fuck they had to do. I get annoyed because I can't believe that I've been here for almost 3 years and there are still people confused by this. Now, if you're new, fine, great, you're new. But if you've been watching me for a long time, have you really fucking been listening? Like, why aren't you getting it? Like, is it because I don't explain it clearly enough that you're the only cause? Is it because you don't really want to accept you're the only cause? Is it because you want to hold on to resentment about the other person? You want to play the victim? What is it? Or do you have a severe fucking comprehension problem and when you're in English at school, you were just dawdling and staring out the window when the teacher was talking? I don't know. But I wish that the penny would fucking drop with some of you. And if it hasn't, then go and do an actual fucking course of mine, because what's happening is, this is what you guys do. You watch too much shit and then you confuse yourself. I used to be a nanny, okay? And I remember looking after this baby once and the mum, bless her, I've never seen a woman so clueless about how to deal with a child. She had no fucking clue how to even pick this baby up. It was like she came from like corporate America or something and had never even seen a child before and then was like, ooh, what do I do with this? Right? And she confused the living shit out of this child by changing every day what thing we were going to do because she read some book overnight. Oh, I was reading on the internet that what we're meant to do is put them to sleep and then wake them up every 10 minutes. Or what we're meant to do is keep the door open and have a very noisy room out here. What we're meant to do is lull them to sleep with this particular song and then wake them up with another song. And this fucking kid, I've never seen a baby cry so much. And I said to her one day, can we just try doing nothing? Like none of those things and just see how she is and just let her be? And she was like the whole idea of it was like anathema to her. Because what she was doing was treating the child like a project. Oh, I've got to try this technique and this technique and this technique and this technique with this baby. And this baby was just like, ah. And one time I remember I put on this Frank Sinatra song to soothe her to sleep. And she literally screamed at me, that's the waking her up song. What are you doing? You're putting the waking up song on, not the going to sleep song. And I was like, oh, fuck, sorry, love. I don't know which fucking song you want me to play for this fucking kid. This kid was so fucking confused. And I've looked after so many babies. I am good with babies. I can put anybody's baby to sleep. Trust me, I could not put this fucking baby to sleep because it was so fucking confused by all the goddamn techniques this dumb mum was teaching this kid. Go to sleep now. Wake up now. Music now. Not this music. Next music. I mean, it was honestly, it was like... And that's what some of you are like in your brain. And your brain's so fucking discombobulated and confused by all the stupid bullshit you're learning, and all you need to understand is you're causing it all. Stop that. Like, that's it. They're not doing anything. You're not changing them. You're not doing this. You're not doing this. Like, you're not manifesting them. If you guys don't understand what I mean by you're not doing this and you're not manifesting them, please get this course because the whole first video will blow your mind. You'll be like, oh, crap. It's on sale now, guys, till Cyber Monday midnight. I just spat all over myself. Cyber Monday midnight, EST. So for Australian time, that's actually Tuesday. And England too. Thank you, Kat darling. It is $375, but at the moment you'll get it 15% off with BB15 Cyber. Okay, that discount code at the checkout. But if you're in the squad, it's 50% off because I value my squad members because they're my paying members who are with my coaching group every month. Now, if you go and join the squad first at subconsciouslaws.com, the squad membership, it's $35 US. Then you'll get this for $187.50 rather than $375. You'll have a different code. It's inside the squad. Then you get to watch tomorrow Mentor Monday. Now, Mentor Monday is going to be 11 p.m. EST and a bit earlier, 7 p.m. PST. Okay, and what it is my mentors in the group go live every Monday discussing your questions in the forum. And they are people I've handpicked, followers I've handpicked who followed me for a long time and really understand the law and really understand how to explain explanations to you for your questions in the forum. So we have a forum every week where you can type your questions and the mentors and other members answer them. And a lot of the members in there are extremely clued up about how this works. Some of them will probably become mentors soon. Okay? Because a lot of people have really got this. The pennies really fucking drop with them, how this works. So you can watch Mentor Monday. Then we've got the Christmas challenge starting on December 1st. And it's the Manifest What You Want by Christmas challenge. And we're going to have playlists and videos and tasks and memes and fun shit and competitions. A whole lot of stuff going on in the squad as a challenge for 21 days. Rather than like hard, stressful course. It's going to be fun. Okay, so come and join the squad now for only $35 and you'll get back and begging. And I swear to you guys, when you do the course, you'll go, oh no, if only I'd listened to Loz a bit harder. If only I'd not confused myself so much, they'd be back by now. Like, I don't mean to scare you, but that's what a lot of you are doing. You're really fucking confusing the shit out of yourself. And we've had so much success. And we had one just drop then. It's like, this girl's like, SP1's back telling me he misses me, just saw from back and begging. And I've got an SP2, what do I do? Happened about half an hour ago. Guys, I don't know. Are you going to get this or not? You're going to get you're the only cause? Are you going to forgive them or you're going to blame them for the shit you caused for the rest of your goddamn life? I can't help you if you do. I really can't. Because some of you are just not getting this. And when you're really not getting it, sometimes, I don't mean to do the hard sell, sometimes you need an actual structured course to get it. Because going from video to video, you're turning into that fucking screaming baby and you're confused as hell. And you'd be crying your little eyes out like that baby was. Why isn't he back? Because you're watching too much shit and confusing yourself. Okay? All right, guys, I'm going to go up to the questions. Hang on. Giving things good meaning even when it's bad and triggers you. Okay, well, I've done the Loz lesson now. About spiraling. Okay, yep. Lesson about keeping SP after so much history. Well, that's what this whole course is about. If you've got history with them, this is about getting rid of those stories. About persist no matter what. Yes. Guys, I've got a lot of videos on that already. Like never give up. There's one that's on my YouTube called Giving Up on Your Manifestation. Go watch that, darling. SP wants to see me after Tuesday and he has 9 nights free. What is a good way to stay in the state of what, Alexia? It already happened. Well, imagine those 9 nights. You have a great time each night or one of the nights or whatever it is. Live in the end of whatever scene you want to play out, darling. I believe my self-concept affirmations, but I'm not feeling them at the moment. Very strange. You're not meant to feel them. What do you want about, Marissa? Jesus Christ. Who are you watching? We're not meant to feel them. We're just thinking. You're confusing yourself. Forgiveness is key. Yes, guys. My birthday, 30th of November. So squad and Christmas challenge is my birthday present to me. Oh, really, Pat? Wonderful. Molly, what are you barking at? Bloody Loz, love how you kick our ass at times when it's most needed. Oh, thank you, darling. Molly. No. Barking a whole lot of shit. Ah! Thank you, Loz. Okay, good. Hang on. How can I affirm to not feel so exhausted? I'm feeling so sad. I affirm a lot and I'm so tired because you're affirming a lot, darling, because you're doing stupid shit like robotic affirming and you're doing it all wrong and that's why you're exhausted. You're going to fucking exhaust yourself into a psychotic fucking coma and then one day you'll wake up from it and realise everything you were doing wrong. I don't tell you to sit around affirming all day like a robot. What are you doing? You're not doing what I fucking teach you. Please get this course. You're fucking lost. No wonder you're exhausted if you're doing that dumb shit. God damn it. What can I do to change this? Change what? My dad used to say money was easy come, easy go, and this is continually playing out my 3D because you think it's going to go when it comes. Well, think it's good, easy come. Easy come's a good one to think, but not easy go. Just say money comes into my reality and stays. The affirmations tape regarding it have made me cry regarding the forgiveness. So the forgiveness meditation was very moving for some people in the back and begging course, guys, in the squad. It'll really help you if you haven't forgiven your specific person. I thought mine was abandonment, but being hurt strongest blew my mind. Yep. In my course, in my self-concept course assessment. The squad is so motivating too. You'll love it. Oh, thank you, darling. I love it when you use bad language to get your point across. Guys, I can't help it. I wish I didn't swear. It's like I've got Tourette's sometimes. I even say things like retarded, and I wish I didn't say it. Someone said today, can you stop using that word? I'm like, I don't even really realise I'm even saying it. I'm so sorry. What did you do before being a coach? I have always been an actor and also did radio voiceovers and stuff. And then when I moved back to Australia, I just didn't have anything to do. So I started a secondhand clothing store for a while on eBay while I was trying to figure out what the fuck to do. Chosen, fear of being hurt, overrode it. What's this we're talking about? Until I did the Worthy as Fuck for Love course yesterday, I even thought I was trying to override not being chosen, but it was fear of being hurt. Oh, okay. Poor baby. Yeah, the baby was so fucking confused. What was this baby's name? I can't remember. Most confused little baby. I think I get scared of being hurt. I'm working on that self-concept. Didn't realise that was my fear. Guys, some of you don't have a clue what your fear is because it's you. It's become you, so you don't know what it is. You're clear. What's this? What's the most potent way to change self-concept or assumptions about love? Well, you've got to figure out what they are. What are your assumptions about love? Do you know what they are? I bet you fucking don't. I bet you're trying to change them, not even knowing what they are. Have you done my self-concept for love course, Worthy as Fuck for Love? Have you done the assessments? I bet you fucking don't have a clue, Lana, what they actually are. And that's why you're not succeeding. You actually need to know. Robotic affirming is not all bad in my opinion. I do it when I was at my lowest. That's fine, guys, but can you do it for the rest of your goddamn life? Like, and if it starts turning to gobbledygook in your mind, I'm loved, unloved, I'm loved, unloved, I'm loved, unloved, I'm what am I having for dinner, I'm loved, unloved. That doesn't fucking work. I'm really sorry. Maybe you were just all kinds of fucked up in your head, darling, and you really, 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 really needed to have it sink in, and that's great. But if it was turning into gobbledygook and mush in your mind, it ain't working, I tell you. Rampaging when you're at your lowest, yes, but like a robot, no. There's a big fucking difference between rampaging and saying affirmations with oomph and meaning and like a robot. I still don't agree with the like a robot stuff because it won't fucking sink in. But Lana, if whatever your name is, if you really want to do that, go ahead. But trust me, it's not the roboticness that's helping you. It's the repetitiveness of what you're trying to say. But if you say it with some oomph, it'll work. If you say it like a robot, it fucking won't. But okay. How's that working for you? Are they back? Bet you they're not. I didn't realise how much resentment I had until I did back and begging and changed me. Thanks. Oh, good, darling. Well, not that I want you to realise how resentful you are, but I mean, I scroll past other coaches now. It all seems too much if you're watching everyone. Guys, it's like that baby, I tell you what. If I forgive them, does that mean I won't get an apology? I don't need it, but isn't this the norm? So, Salma, let me ask you something. If you caused a car accident, would you get out the car and expect the other person to give you an apology? That's what you're asking me. So I've caused this accident. I was looking at my phone, I was texting, and then I smashed into this other person. But when I got out, I want the other person to say sorry. Does that make sense? So you caused the situation with your SP, with your shitty self-concept issues from childhood that they have nothing to do with. You made manifest the situation with them, and now you want them to apologise about it, do you? Why? That's fucked up. I want you to apologise for my abandonment wounds from childhood when my dad left me and I always assumed he'd leave me and then you did. I want you to apologise about me causing that, please. Get my course, darling. You're fucking lost. The workbook says we have to script our scene, but can I just imagine it? It says also in that you can just imagine it. Did you read it properly, Bella? You didn't. Guys, it says scripting and visualization journal. You don't have to script it. I am the operant cause, yes, the operant power and the cause. How long were you doing it for? Did you see any movement? What are we talking about? Okay, I have to work on myself. We all do, guys. Back and begging is awesome. Self-concept on point and SP much more attentive and enamoured. I don't get triggered. I revise. Hooray! I have a headache from affirming. Well, guys, if you have a headache from affirming, you're probably doing it robotically like a fuckwit. And you've been listening to fuckwits who told you to do it like that. And I just feel sorry for you. And one day you'll wake up and realise that ain't necessary. The forgiveness tape was such a game changer. Oh, good, darling. That's such a headache trying to change them. Guys, you're not changing them. That's why it's a headache, because it's impossible. I'm sorry, we're not changing them. Do the course and you'll find out what I mean. Nothing is personal because we are the cause. People are just the effect. Exactly, Shelley. Doing back and begging when I really get that circumstances are my reflection, forgiving became easy. Good, darling. Get in the squad. It's life-changing. So much support and it keeps me on track with my self-concept and living in the end. Thank you, darling. With the fear, how does that play out in work? can't remember what fear number that is. Well, guys, if you feel like you're not going to be given attention and time and prioritized, then you won't be in work either. I love when you break down the Bible so good and then chanting at the same time, oh, thank you, darling. I always used to do that in religious class. I used to question and question and question and question, and the guy used to go nuts, our religious teacher, stop asking questions. I'm like, well, it doesn't make sense. I think it means this. He'd be like, no, it doesn't mean that. I'd be like, I think it does. I think you're wrong. What was his name? Mr. Neville. Oh my God, my religious teacher was called Mr. Neville. I just realised that. Oh, that just blew my mind. When I was at school, there was one teacher we all used to pick on, and his name was Mr. Neville. And he was American, and he was our RE teacher, our religious education, and we had him from year 8 to year 12. And the whole class used to pick on him because he was the nicest fucking guy. And we used to do prayers like this. I pray for my cat, Daphne. Amen. And the next person would go, I pray for Loz's cat, Daphne, and I pray for my grandma called blah, blah, blah. And I would like to have lunch today in the canteen made up of this soup and zalala sandwich. And he would stand there and he couldn't stop us from doing it. And the whole prayer would go for half the class because he was such a nice guy, he wouldn't stop us. And we'd just say everyone's thing. And then we'd question him about every little thing in the Bible. His name was Mr. Neville. And then we'd say, Mr. Neville, say aluminium. And he'd be like, girls, I don't want to have to say it again. And we'd be like, say it. He'd be like, aluminum. We'd be like, oh. Oh, weren't we mean girls? And his name was Mr. Neville. I can't get over that. Why did I only just remember this? Oh, my gosh. Guys who are new, if you don't understand, I teach Neville Goddard. That's all I fucking talk about. I'm shook. I can't believe I just remembered that. Mr. Neville was testing, triggering you. Oh, poor Mr. Neville. He was such a nice guy. Oh, bless him. Mr. Neville. I can't believe his name was Mr. Neville. Maybe he was Neville incarnate in my teacher. Bet you he fucking was because he was so nice. Mr. Neville, I'm blown away. My birthday is the same as Neville's 19th of February. Oh, is it? No way, Mr. Neville. I know. How could I not remember that till now? I'm shook. I mean, I left school in 1994. So my memory of school is not so good. Molly, come here. Come here, please. No way. I know, no way. What the fuck? Wow, that's crazy. Am I religious? No, I used to be an atheist my whole fucking life, darling. Then I was a bit agnostic when I started thinking, oh, hang on, I've seen dead people. This is a bit confusing. And then when I started listening to Neville, I was like, okay, well, I'm not religious, but I do understand the Bible now. And I understand I am God. All right, guys, I'm going to go soon. But make sure you come and get back and begging. Okay, I'm going to put a countdown on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, you know when it runs out. So midnight EST, Cyber Monday. Okay, American time. So you've still got more time if you're in the UK and Australia after Monday. But you won't get the 15% off after this. Okay, so if you can get it now, I recommend getting it now. But if you can join the squad and then get it, you'll get 50% off. Plus, you'll be able to join Mentor Monday tomorrow, plus the Christmas challenge starting on the 1st of December this week, which is going to be so much fucking fun. And it goes to the 21st of December. And then we have a brand new mini course dropping on the 1st. And I know what it's going to be, and it's going to make your 2024 the best ever. Okay, so get in the squad now and you get all those things. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.